What if the next big thing wasn't technology? What if it was a movement of people following Jesus, being transformed, and then living with radical generosity? What if the Silicon Valley became a factory for gospel patrons who partnered with God's amazing leaders all over the world to make his name famous to the ends of the earth?
When I think about the ideal gospel patron, I think of someone that's going to be with you through the thick and through the thin. That's what Kevin and Leslie have done for us. It's not just, let me just give you something. What's going to be a game changer for the entire ministry. And if you could do that as a gospel patron, if you can have the long-term view, the world can be transformed for Christ. What if God rose up the next generation of gospel patrons to go deep with strategic, Christ-centered ministry around the world? I mean, just imagine, just dream what God could do. University ministries would be transformed. The poor would be fed with food and with the gospel. Churches would be planted in least reached places. I mean, just the world would change. Bibles would be translated in languages that we've never heard of. Go deep, dream big, and stay with the ministry for the long haul. And let's see what God could do over the decades.
I love my friend. We are partners in ministry. God's used us to do some cool stuff, but at the end of the day, he's my pastor. He's teaching the word, and I'm transformed by the word day in and day out.
We want to be not the average, which is we gave 10% and we all patted ourselves on the back. But we want to be, as Todd says, people who are a part of radical generosity, stunning generosity is Todd's phrase. He always says that. He works that into every conversation. We want to see stunning generosity. What is that? It's just a reflection of the stunning grace of God.
And I think about the gospel in essence being generosity, like the greatest act of generosity ever was Jesus giving his life so that we might have life. I think to myself, how could I respond in any way other than to give back to God everything he's given to me?
And so Todd and I laugh and celebrate and hug when the great moments come. But I also know that when the sky turns dark, when storms blow in, that I can lean and feel someone right beside me that I know that I can count on, sometimes with or without words, just to be in it with me. And every leader counts that person or those persons as the greatest gift they have in the endeavor that they lead.
Mart has been a true partner in this work, a significant partner. I mean, he's a gospel patron. What's one of the most incredible things about Mart is not just what he's given and his family's given financially to be a partner, and not even just the time sometimes that he's invested, which is really incredible. I mean, he'd go anywhere and do anything to sort of help support it. But there's many times when you're discouraged or when you're not sure how you're going to go forward, that Mart just has this ability to let you know that he believes in you. Sometimes it's that direct, like he'll send a text message and he'll say something, maybe a suggestion or idea, but at the end of it, he would say, I believe in you. And that simple phrase, as a leader and someone that feels the weight of what we carry, sometimes just knowing that you have someone that supports you in that way, that is behind you in that way, that believes in you, that's incredible.
What's been really fun for me is to be able to be a gospel patron. I've been a donor before, and that's money. But to be a gospel patron to me says I'm going to give you my resource, which is not just money. I have time, I have talent, I have trust. Sometimes I'll use my trust to help you. But I think that's what a gospel patron is, kind of holistically. It's all those kind of things. I can't do that with all the ministries we're involved with. But there's a few ministries that I'm really passionate about that I say, you know what? I'm in for more than just the money and the donations. I'm going to be this patron with you. I'm going to come alongside you. I'm going to fight battles with you. We'll go to hell together and back. But we're going to do it. I'm going to lock arms with you, and we're going to do it. And that's what a gospel patron is to me.